And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Milwaukee Brewers.
And now,
first pitch coming your way next.
Your Milwaukee Brewers.
Just about ready to go. And starting this one, number 39. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Lars Nootbaar, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Right side, hard hit. Fires over to Hoskins. And an easy out to start the game. Here's a Cardinals lineup now. It features a great veteran presence, Nolan Arenado.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so the pitchers on that other side, man, they took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. He's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
Mason Wynn in the box now. No balls and a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off. Oh, and 2 now. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. That one almost got him. Two out, space is empty. Close one, doesn't get the call. 2-0. Oh, and he hit him.
It got him. Take first.
Batting fourth.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that is that. The Cards leave one. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Milwaukee, and today's starter, Matthew Liberatore. What's the scouting report on him?
And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there, compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flare or flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs, you'll be in it late. So we'll see if he's able to do that for his club in this one.
Bryce Terang leading things off and takes a strike. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And Arenado makes the catch. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. And a key factor for this club in that leadoff spot, Bryce Terang.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
0-1 now. On the ground, and that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting third, the designated hitter.
And now it's William Contreras. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
0-1.
On the ground, 2 ball. There's 1, and that's 2.
Out.
We move to the second in Milwaukee. No score. Second inning set to go. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
And that's outside. And the count even 1-1. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
2.
And that is downstairs. And it's 2-1. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name. And that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
That one ripped. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches. Made him really work out there on the mound. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. So now it's Nolan Arenado, and that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
1 strike.
And here it comes. Slap the other way, foul.
Ball.
And a swing and a miss. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
That slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Next offering is fouled back. Burleson, the runner at second with one away. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Ball 2.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Freeland pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Batting 8, the catcher, Yoel Pozo.
Yoel Pozo next up for the Cardinals. That one finds the corner. 0-1. Got him swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Bottom of the 2nd. Now here's Jake Bauers.
The left fielder, Jake
Bauers goes 5 feet 11 inches, batting in the cleanup spot, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2013.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Just missed. This one in the air, center field. Scott settles underneath it, hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Batting 5th, the first baseman, Reed.
And here is Hoskins.
Hoskins pushes it foul. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. 2nd inning here, no score. Hit in the air, left field. He's got it. And there are 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Sal Frelick in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. That one fouled off.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Nobody left for Milwaukee. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott.
11, Victor Scott.
Base knock, center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Lars Nootbaar. And a slider in the outside corner for a strike. Swung on, belted. Bauers ranging into the alley. Can't make the catch as it falls into the gap. Headed for the plate. He will score and they take the lead.
Everything came together for him.
Now
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Win the next to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Nootbaar at second with nobody out. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ivan Herrera.
Now it's going to be Ivan Herrera. Fastball for a strike. One out and a runner at second. And a big swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
0-2 now. Fastball is outside.
This hitter's been seeing good velocity in the at-bat. He's kind of set up for that changeup. He hasn't seen it yet. Looks just like a fastball out of the hand.
Man at second. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Cut on and missed, struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
Haas snags it, and that'll do it. Cards on the board with this double. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at American Family Field,
Brewers,
ready to go for the last half of the inning. Up now for Milwaukee, number 21. Liberator back to work. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2.
Ball.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fly ball to right. Burleson makes the catch, and there's one down.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Joseph.
So digging in, Joseph Ortiz. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And there's 2 away.
Batting 9, the catcher, Eric Haas.
Eric Haas now at the plate. Line drive, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. So the lineup flips over. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. 0 for 1 as he popped out foul to third his first time up. Just missed. Haas off of first with 2 away. That's a strike. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. And there's a ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Jackson Chourio in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Sets him down looking. Fastball to letters, frozen for strike 3. Brewers strand 1, still behind by a count of 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now the right fielder, Alec Burleson. That one outside. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Cards doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there. And that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And now 2-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Chopped left side, and that one handled. Whips it to first.
That's an out.
That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. And ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. This one in the air. In position. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Gorman.
2 down, base is empty. Nolan Gorman digs in now. Flied to right his first time. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Two outs. Pitch misses. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And they'll do it again. Ground ball right side. Terang over to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Redbirds down quietly. They lead it 1-0. And we're back, ready to go, bottom four. And now, Jackson Chourio. That's down and in. And another ball. Misses off the plate, and that's ball 3.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Drive.
Line to left. He dives, but he can't make the catch. The throw into second, and now the tying run is into scoring position. Ryan Valade coming into the game now as the injured replacement.
Number 70.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. William Contreras getting ready to hit. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. High fly ball down the left field line. That's back there. Brings it in. Runner tags and will move up to third. Oh, the throw is over his head.
Wow, pretty amazing that only ended up being a sac fly. So much excitement and a great effort out there to take on the wall as he hauled it in. And for the batter, could have easily been a double or even a triple. But you know what? He'll take the sac fly RBI.
Digging in, Jake Bauers. Check swing, called strike. One down, base is empty. That one's in there. That's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Cut on and lifted in the air. That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Rhys.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Fly to left his first time. On the ground to third, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And their second double play of the day will end the 4th. But they push across 1 run on 2 base hits. No errors, no one left. We played 4. All tied 1-1. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the Cardinals catcher, Yohel Pozo. And a pitch. They tried to get him to chase on a slider
1-0.
down and away.
You know, these Cardinals looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Swings and misses. 2-1 now.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
That's off the mark, and now 3-1. And a foul ball. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Liner, base hit. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat.
The center fielder, number 11, Victor.
And stepping in is the speedy Victor Scott. Singled and scored his first time. Fly ball center field. Chorio. And there's one down.
Now batting, left fielder Ryan Vilade.
Now it's Ryan Vilade. Came into the game on defense, so his first trip to the plate here. Vilade measures 6 feet 2 inches, 26 years old, and he's usually in right, today starting in left. Grounder might be 2. Flips to second, that's 1, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Last half of the 5th coming up. All tied 1-1. Back here in Milwaukee, digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Sal Frelick.
Frelick.
Swing and a foul out of play. Trying to bunt his way on, and that's just foul. On the ground, right side. Handles, throws to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Up next for the Brewers, the third baseman, Caleb.
Here's the third baseman. It's interesting. He plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And there's a foul ball. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. That's to third. Arenado. Tosses to first.
Out.
Home man for the 5th inning. Moving along. 2 quick outs.
Now
Good
batting,
slider inside right
shortstop,
there. Batter
Joseph.
fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Next for the Brewers, Joseph Ortiz. Popped out and foul ground first time through. Inside. 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
And a foul ball. Misses
Ball, no.
just off the outside edge. I think that
2
was a
balls,
strike.
1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Now one
Full
missed.
count.
Ball 4.
That's a ball.
Tried another
Take your
curve
base.
but couldn't locate it.
What a battle. It's not
Now
always
batting,
easy laying off a
catcher,
3-2
Eric.
pitch. And I tell you what, he earned that
Haas.
walk.
Here's the Brewers catcher now, Eric Haas. And that is out of play. In the dirt, but kept close. To second, but way too late. Safe there. And now a man into scoring position. The 1-1 is fouled off. Ortiz stands at second with 2 gone. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Contreras under it, and he's got it. That is the inning. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. 5 innings complete. All tied 1-1. Back here at American Family Field, top of the 6th inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Mason Wynn. In the dirt,
1-0.
ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Aaron Ashby, the left-hander, up and throwing. McGee getting loose as well. And that one fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. That one missing inside. Stays alive.
Full count.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Oh, great stop. To his knee, the throw, and they get the out.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Ivan Herrera. And that drops in for a strike.
No ball. One strike.
Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And Ed Drummond right on it says he held up. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Good pitch, slider down and away, just stayed down and threw it nicely. It's such an easy pitch to pull off of because you're probably thinking fastball down the middle initially.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Number 39 gives way, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Quinn Priester gets handed the rock out of the pen.
46.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Here's Contreras now. That one misses, and it's 1-0. And that one fouled off. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Ground ball right side, it squirts through. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Two consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
2 on, 1 out. Now it's the right fielder, Alec Burleson. 1 for 2. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Chourio sizing this one up. Makes the grab. Out number 2.
The batter, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 2 in this one. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Two on, 2 outs. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Great work out of the Brewer bullpen right there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. All tied 1-1.
And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
for the
There we
Brewers,
go, bottom
the
6.
second baseman,
This is Bryce Terang.
Terang.
Liberator back to work. Shortened the bunt and missed it. It's 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Chourio, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
That one catches the zone, and it's 0-2.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
On the ground to short. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first.
Now back, the designated hitter,
William Contreras, the next to hit. That clips a corner. Move to first. Chourio back in on a dive. Hard hit, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now the left fielder, Jake Bauers. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
With the go-ahead run at third here in the bottom of the 6th. That one is absolutely belted. This one could be trouble. One runs in. Runner around third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 3-1.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Matthew Liberator won't go any further. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
new pitcher for the Cardinals, Sonny Gray.
54.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
One out, runner at second. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. That's too low. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. JoJo Romero appears to be getting loose.
Next offering upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That one not close. And the count's full. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
The right fielder, number 10.
Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers.
Frelick
really thriving with the bat this season here at home. That misses, and that's ball one.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
Outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Bowers at second with 2 down. Not close with that one, and that's ball 3. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Scott under this one. He makes the grab, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back after this on the show.
Now pitching for
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Aaron Ashby.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Here's Nolan Gorman.
For the Cardinals, the second baseman, Nolan Gorman.
Just missed. Off the plate, and the count now 2-0. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Next offering is fouled back.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Got him. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Pozo stands in now and watches strike 1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
One down, base is empty. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
And up next for St. Louis, Victor Scott. Tap foul at the plate. Tying run at the plate. And that one almost hit him. The tying run at the plate. On the ground to the left. And it's off the bag. Has to barehand it. And that's a great play for the out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
At the plate, Ryan Valade. He's 0 for 1. That's in there, and that's strike one.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And we're back.
Leading
and now, number 21.
The third baseman.
He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And a strike on the outside edge.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Bunting for a hit. He pops it up. Barehand scoop. Not in time. He's safe.
Nearly a highlight reel play at third, but the barehand grab still wasn't enough to get the out. Great effort to make that play as close as it was, though.
Man at first. Next for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. He's 0 for 1. Fastball for a strike. Nobody out. Runner at first. Next pitch is downstairs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a 1-2 again. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Typically that high fastball, if it's
catcher,
close to the top of the strike zone, a
Aaron.
hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Up now for Milwaukee, Eric Haas. Fouled off down the right side. Now 1-1.
1 ball.
Man
1
at
strike.
first, 1 away. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Pozo makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Bryce Terang.
Here's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. 0 for 3 in this one. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Two outs. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Brewers 3 and the Cardinals 1.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Brewers.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
50.
Easton McGee.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn.
Mason Wynn.
Down the left field line, looks like extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Now here is Ivan Herrera. Missed inside with the curve.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. On the ground to third, and that chance handled. Throws across the diamond. First out in the top of the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. 1 for 3. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
1 down. Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Right through there for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
1-2.
This one in the dirt. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Here's Nolan Arenado.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Contreras, the runner at first with 2 gone. Line drive, that's a base hit. And they hold the tying run at third. They're up the stop sign even with 2 away.
Second baseman Nolan Gorman.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Easton McGee departs, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third. So looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching for
So
the
they
Brewers.
bring on their closer in the 8th, Trevor McGill.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Substitution now at second base. Pinch running here, Jose Barrero.
Jose.
So the go-ahead run at scoring position. Now it's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Ripped on the ground to second. Fires over to Hoskins. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Phil Maton. And he has some nasty breaking stuff.
Phil Maton.
Here's the center fielder, Jackson Chourio. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double.
Del Rio.
And first offering is fouled off. Outside, movement in the bullpen. John King, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Leahy, the right-hander, also getting loose. Next offering down in the dirt. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Ball 3. Full count.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So a man at first. William Contreras now at the plate. Pitch
Ball.
misses, and that's ball one. Runner at first with no outs here. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch. Ground ball left side and foul ball. The 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
That one just misses.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. The lead. And there's one away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch
Now
away and wasn't able to stay close.
Jake Bauers.
So now it's the full-hole hitter, Jake Bauers. That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper. And a swing and a miss there.
No ball. 2 strikes.
That one
Ball
just
one.
misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Double play ball to second. Gorman throws on to first. That's out number 2.
The first baseman, number 12,
Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Outside low, and that is ball 1. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
No, that's a ball.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
That's a strike. 2-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in, and they take a 2-run lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So 2 down, and now the right fielder, Sal Frelick. He swings and fouls one off. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Hoskins around third. He's safe, and they lead by 3.
Well done. Drives in the run. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his back through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Phil Maton done for the night. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Now on the
St.
bump,
Louis.
Kyle Leahy.
Number
On for the
62.
30th time this year.
Kyle Leahy.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now the third baseman. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Freeland at second with 2 down.
Ball 1.
In the dirt.
1 ball.
Tag
1 strike.
save. He's into third on the wild pitch.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base. Now just 90 feet away.
And that misses. 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. Two outs and a runner at third. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. This to third. Gets it to first.
Out.
That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Through 8 full, it's the Brewers 5 and the Cardinals 2. We go to the ninth, and the batter now, Yoel Pozo. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Foul ball. Hit in the air out to center field. Chourio makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
The center fielder, number 11, Victor.
He's 2 outs away. Victor Scott will hit next. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
One down, base is empty. That missed by a lot. 1-2 to count.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
A little bit low. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The Brewers trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the ninth. That's towards center. Chourio moving under it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
The batter, the left fielder, Ryan.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the left fielder, Ryan Vilade. Outside low, and it's 1-0. Just missed.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
One-on-one catches the top of the zone for a strike. Off the mark there. 3-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And he walked him.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting.
So man aboard. Mason Wynn digs in now. 1 for 4 with a double. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
There's a swing and a miss. It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
This could end it. Two outs.
Ball 2.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
Ground ball, and this should do it. On to first, ball game.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it before he went back out to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Nonetheless, outstanding job to get the save and secure the win for his team.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
About to get started here. And today on the hill, Chris Bubich.
Well, he's allowing just over 1 base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Swing and a ground ball. The throw to first, and they get Goldschmidt for the out. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. And no doubt a big factor in this series so far, Austin Wells.
Well, Boog, he's had a huge impact in this series. I mean, 6 RBIs already. He's really raised the bar for himself. Now, they're not just hoping, but they're expecting more of the same from him. And since we're lucky enough to be calling this game, so am I.
Ben Rice in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that one fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. Rice
Did he go?
Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. No swing. One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike 3.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Judge.
Two outs, base is empty. It's Aaron Judge now. And that drops in for a strike. Deal 1. Ball 1
That's
there.
It. Ball.
2 outs, base is empty. Right side, and it finds its way through for a hit.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Judge off of first with 2 away. Just missed.
Ball.
And that misses. Ball 2. There's a strike. And there's a ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
And he chases that one. And that is that. Yankees nothing. Royals coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill, Clark Schmidt. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case. Not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win. And I expect to see that from him in this one today.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Batting second.
And here now, the lineup for the Royals. This team, Chris, not one that gets a lot of production from hitting homers, so they've got to find offense in other ways.
Yeah, Boog, hit sequencing is so important for this team. You know, getting that walk at the right time, coming up with that next knock or extra base hit so that you can actually play to run. If not, then you see the record go in the direct opposite direction of where it could go. So, you know, a team like this, the good thing, they're going to battle. They're going to put the ball in play and hope that they can find those holes.
Schmidt, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in.
Yeah.
You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. This one in the air. Rice settles under this one. Puts it away for the out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Michael Garcia.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Rice steps on the bag. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the Royals. Scoreless after 1. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, top of the second, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Bubich back to work. That's in there. Strike 1. Chisholm in his 5th season, hitting 5th in today's lineup, and he was born in the Bahamas. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Anthony Volpe, the next to hit. Yeah, that's fouled off. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. One down, base is empty. Foul ball still 0-2. The pitch. And now 1-2. No score here in the second. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Now here's Trent Grisham on the ground out to short. Witt over to first, and the Yanks go quietly. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. Back here in Kansas City, we head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the right fielder, Vinny Pasquantino. That misses the zone. Ball one. That one missed.
2-0 the count.
Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson, a consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
Ball.
And there's a ball. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stepping down in the zone consistently.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Yeah.
And that's in for a strike.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Bellinger. He's there. He's got it. One away.
Batting sixth, the first baseman, Jack Caglione.
And now the first baseman, Jack Caglione. Foul ball there. Pasquantino, the base runner at first with one out. Hard hit, knocks it down. Quickly to second for one, and that's all they'll get.
He had more time than he thought right there. Probably didn't have to barehand it, but he made it look nice, that's for sure.
Drew Waters stands in. Gets the strike. That was the sweeper. That just misses. And now it's even 1-1. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. That misses.
2-2.
And the count's even at 2. And misses inside. John Ray in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Two outs. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
So now the DH spot, John Ray. That's in there. And it's 0-1. Two aboard, 2 outs. That one misses.
No, that's outside.
And the
Ball.
count even 1-1. Swinging a drive, deep right field.
can't get to it as it drops into the corner. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in. It's 2-0.
Well, a huge 2 RBI swing of the bat right there. Solid double down the line, and that was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out over the plate. It was inside, but he was more than ready to get that bat through the zone.
And now it's Kyle Isbell. Just missed.
Ball.
That one fouled off. And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball 2. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Nabs it, and that is that. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And it's 2-zip. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Pitch misses, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Goes down looking. I don't know about you, Chris, but that felt like a weird at-bat right there. Didn't give much to hit until the final pitch, and he still got the backwards K.
Yeah, not a single pitch was actually inside the strike zone, but he was being very aggressive in the box and fell behind in the count. Then they finally do challenge him, and he couldn't get the bat off his shoulder. Kind of a strange strikeout for sure, Boog.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. That's to third. Throws to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. Grounded out his first time up. And a swing and a miss.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
That misses. 1-1.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle. And with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
Finish him.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does. and you're tied up.
And now
inside.
the count is even.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he grounds one to the right side. Takes it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Royals 2 and the Yankees nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Jonathan India at the plate.
Baseman, Jonathan India.
And that's
in,
off
ball.
the inside edge. And that's ball 1. And another ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. On the corner for a strike. And that's in the dirt.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Hit in the air, center field. Grisham settles under it. 1 down.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Bobby
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. First pitch misses.
Outside.
That one
That's
missed.
a ball.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. And a 4-pitch walk.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence.
Now
4
batting,
pitches for the
third
walk,
baseman,
and that last
Mike
one
Hill.
didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
1 gone, runner at first. And to the plate for Kansas City, Michael Garcia. 0 for 1 so far. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Save at second, and he easily steals the bag.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or players are going to be running all game.
That's outside. Now 1-2. Witt, the runner at second with 1 away. Next offering
2-2.
way off the plate. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Dives, and he can't hang on. Flip to the pitcher is in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Vinny Pasquantino. He reached on a walk his first time. Outside low, and that's ball 1. 2 outs with a runner at third. And that's outside.
Out.
Two outs. And that one cutting but missing down low. Salvador Perez next up for Kansas City. Pitch is in there, and it's 3-1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Fought off foul. On the ground, and it goes just foul.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. Jazz tosses to first, and that is that. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. On to inning number 4. It's the Royals 2 and the Yankees nothing. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, and here's the first baseman, Ben Rice.
Ben Rice.
That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Ripped to short. Witt over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, right fielder Aaron Judge.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
That one pushed foul. That one misses. Now 1-2. Bases empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. In the air to left center is Bell. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, left
2 down, bases empty.
Bellinger.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. His first at bat was a strikeout. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1.
1-0.
On the inside corner for a strike.
1-2.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second, and that's a double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. You can't do
Jazz
much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him in a chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Struck out swinging his first time. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And that's downstairs and outside. And now 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. On the ground right side, and that one handled. Slings to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. The Yanks lead 1. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the 4th, and now the catcher comes up to him, Salvador Perez. Just off the outside edge, 1-0.
Well, these Royals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
And there's a strike.
2-1.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Now a chance for Jack Caglione. That misses the zone. Ball 1. On the ground to first, could be 2. To Volpe at second for 1. How about that double play?
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
So up now for Kansas City, Drew Waters. That's inside, and that's ball 1. That one lifted to left. Bellinger sizing it up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Ready now for the 5th inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Bubich back to work. Volpe measures 5 feet 10 inches, 180 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2019. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Witt makes the grab on the run.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Grounded out his first time up. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
That misses.
That's the ball.
1 ball, 1 strike. And a foul ball. The Yanks trailing by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. Just misses with that one. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Great catch, foul ground up against the wall.
Now that second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. Went down on strikes his first time through. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Hit hard on the ground to short. To first, and the Yanks go quietly. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Royals 2 and the Yankees nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, John Ray. Inside.
That's
and
inside.
That is ball 1. In the air, out towards left center. Grisham is there, makes the catch, and a quick out, number 1.
The center fielder, number 28.
And next up for the Royals, Kyle Isbell. Flying to left his first time. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And first offering is fouled off. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. And that's off the inside edge. And the count even 1-1. Just missed.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
The batter, number 6.
Here's the second baseman, Jonathan India. 0 for 2 in this one.
India.
Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
No ball.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1-2.
That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there. Royals bats are quiet there, but they hold a 2-0 lead. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. And that misses.
That's the ball.
Ball 1.
You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That's inside.
That
Ball.
missed inside, and the count is 2-0.
And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Popped up. Garcia drifts towards it, and out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Paul Goldschmidt.
So the batting order turns over. Paul Goldschmidt stepping in now for the Yankees. He's grounded out a couple of times. And that's in for a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Ball.
Next offering is downstairs. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
It looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. Now the number 2 hitter, Ben Rice.
Ben Rice.
Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. Hit on the ground to short. Witt tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Royals 2 and the Yankees nothing. New pitcher for the Yankees, Jonathan Loaisiga. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Now pitching for the Yankees, number 43, Jonathan Loaisiga.
Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals.
That's shortstop.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Activity in the bullpen. Ryan Yarbrough getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. To the right side, LeMahieu. On to first, and Witt is out.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael.
Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. Swing and a miss as he was late. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Lifted in the air down the left side. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
The right fielder, number 9.
2 outs, base is empty. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. He's 0 for 1. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. just missed.
1-1.
Base hit. And that means Salvador Perez will have a chance to hit.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runner at first with 2 away. Next is the Royals catcher, Salvador Perez. 1 for 2. Just missed.
Ball.
Pasquantino leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And there's a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it falls. And now 2 aboard.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
First and second, 2 outs. Jack Caglione steps in for the Royals. Pulls that one foul.
Ball, that's low.
Fouled off left side.
Ball.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two on, 2 outs. That one to first, and that's just foul. Loizaga fires. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 5-zip.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jonathan Loaisiga won't go any further tonight. And as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break.
Now
Will Warren on to pitch here.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Drew Waters. And it's fouled away. And it's even up.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Bellinger makes the play, and that ends the inning. Royals grab 3 on this homer, and the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, top of inning number 7. Here comes Aaron Judge. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's Cody Bellinger. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong, and their timing's off.
Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-1. Nobody out, runner at first.
Hey!
In the air, out towards right center. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Outside low, 1-0. And a foul ball.
No, that's in.
Out to center. Isbell snags it for the second out.
The batter, number 11, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
So a man aboard, and the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. One left for the Yankees. It's 5-0. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the Royals designated hitter, John Ray.
John Ray.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Bellinger makes the grab. One pitch and one out.
The center fielder, number 28, Kyle
Isbell steps in for the Royals. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-0. And he takes a strike.
1-1.
That's a laser base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 6, second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Jonathan India. 0 for 3 in this one. That one outside, and that's ball 1. Man at first, one away. They say you win.
1-1.
Just off the inside edge.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Isbell stands at first with 1 out. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Now move to first, and he's back in easily. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw, save.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Man at second. On the ground, right side. Sends it to first. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat.
Now batting, the shortstop, Bobby Witt.
And to the plate for Kansas City,
Jr.
Bobby Witt Jr. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. And ball 1.
That's a ball.
In there at the knees, and it's 1-1. Runner at third, 2 away. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
1 ball,
Good
2
late
strikes.
sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
2 outs. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
Oh, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first-pitch single than have to waste.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Royals leave 1. but they hold a 5-0 lead. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Angel Serpa.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better.
61.
Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. First offering, and it just misses. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Lucas Erceg, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now batting, second baseman, DJ.
Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. At the wall, and it's out of play. Serpa, in his 3rd season, he features a sinker, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
The Royals leading by 5, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering misses down and away. That one down the line. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a 2-bagger.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. There's a strike. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back. And this one carries into the party porch for a home run. Now that's quite the party favor. That one felt good. It's 5-2. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
So back to the top of the order. Next is the designated hitter, Paul Goldschmidt. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Oh, just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now the first baseman, Ben Rice. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the 9th, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
And that one ripped to left. Fair ball. Goldschmidt makes the turn at second. And he's got a double.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Judge.
And the Royals manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Angel Serpa out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
Noah
Royals,
Cameron takes over on the mound.
number 65.
This southpaw's been really good
Noah
against left-handed hitters.
Cameron.
Critical at bat coming up, and in steps Aaron Judge. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this. And that one lifted in the air center field. Isbell sizes this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away. The Yankees looking to rally.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Big spot, and Cody Bellinger stepping to the dish. 1 for 3. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Line drive, base hit. 1 runs in to second, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. So it's 4 runs for him on 5 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Royals 5 and the Yankees 4. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now the third baseman, Michael Garcia. Warren back to work. There's a strike.
Well, these Royals doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%, and I think that's a big reason why they're scoring runs.
That's inside, and now it's even 1-1.
By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to square up the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Runner at third, nobody out. Pasquantino getting ready to hit. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Don't be surprised, a ball on the ground to the corners, that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Runner at third, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Ball.
Next offering is down low. That's down and in.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
On the ground to the left. Oh, great stop. From his knees, the throw. There's one.
The catcher, number 13.
I think he could have had a better read than that. With the infield back and a ball on the ground, you're expected to score if you're going to go. To get thrown out at home plate, that's probably a bad jump by the base runner, but an excellent play on defense.
And next up for the Royals, Salvador Perez. That's in for a strike.
0-1.
Pasquantino, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Got him looking. 2 away.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Caglione, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning.
We refer to third base as the hot corner, but that one was a hot one on the other side of the diamond. Nice job, quickly leaving the ground, makes the catch, and that ends the inning.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Royals.
and on the mound is the closer, Carlos Estevez.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. Tries to force weak contact, so command and exexecution are huge for him.
Well, one-run game, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
Next offering way upstairs.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. On the ground to first, Caglione. He'll do it himself, so they get the out after a long battle at the plate.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
He's 2 outs away. Volpe will hit next. Fouled off. He was late.
Now, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
One down, base is empty. Right side. Pasquantino. And there's 2 away.
The center fielder.
So they're down to their final out. And now the center fielder, Trent Grisham. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Late swing, foul to the left. And the 0-1. Popped up. Caglione. And that'll do it. The Royals hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
From one Twins way in Minneapolis, welcome inside Target Field. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Texas Rangers taking on the Minnesota Twins.